So I just saw Pastelli's one of his latest videos called Swagger's Thoughts on Cheaters and More. And I want to address Swagger's idea. In case you hadn't seen it, the idea behind him, or his suggestion rather, to Battlestate Games as far as cheaters are concerned, is that you would initially, Battlestate would go ahead and flood the market with cheats, whether it be $5, $10, $15, $20 a pop, whatever it is specifically, and it would cause some sort of error with the game, whether you can't jump, you can't shoot. I think not shooting is not being able to attack in any form, whether it be shooting or hitting, would be an amazing way to deter cheaters from playing the game. The problem therein lies, and this is something that Pastelli brought up a little bit later on in the video, was that of course, a lot of the flooding of new accounts when it comes to cheaters is that cheaters typically would use stolen credit card numbers to purchase the game. They're still getting the game for free, essentially, because the person whose credit card was stolen was, they'd go ahead and do a chargeback, basically tell their bank, hey, I didn't make this purchase or whatever, and they'd do the investigation and see that their card number had been compromised. And ultimately, I think it's a brilliant idea. That it's probably one of the best ideas that I've heard so far from everyone, whether it be streamer or YouTuber, so on. As far as how to fix the issue. But the reason why I bring up the whole stolen credit card numbers is they could do the same exact thing, with the cheat accounts and everything like that. And they're still being able to play, quote unquote, the game, but ultimately, there's no real point. And I think that would be probably one of the best solutions that I've heard of, and it's probably something that BSG should really consider. Think about it, have a meeting on it, put it up to the vote for all departments at Battlestate, to whether it be from the artists, the voice actors, even, and maybe even put it up to us, hey, is this something that we should do or should not do? And I think that as far as all the different suggestions that have come out over the last couple of years, especially, is whether it be ESP, aimbot, all that stuff. First off, my question has always been, why cheat? Are you that bad at the game that you have to cheat? Are you that bad at combat of any kind where you just point and click, dude? It's not that hard. Why do you want to be able to see where everybody is at any given point? It's not quite the same if they do end up having a team up system in Tarkov, like they do in other games such as Battlefield, Call of Duty, DayZ, the team system. I think they should have something like that so you can see where your friends are at any given point, at least within a certain range. I'd say maybe outside of 3, 4, maybe even 500 meters. I think that maybe their name should become faded, and the further they get away from you, the less you are able to see. But when it comes to things again, ESP, wall hacks, so on and so forth, why do you need that? Seriously, there are so many different outlets out there that'll help you become just a little bit better, and it's all about the surprise. You know what I mean? I've been playing Tarkov now for a while. I've played DayZ. I played Aim Lab for, I think it was 25 out of 30 days. You play games, you continuously play it over and over and over again, you're going to learn the mechanics. Games like Tarkov where everything is a level base, okay, sure, it sucks, having very limited stamina in the very beginning. But you know what? Everybody starts off that way. And the more you play, the better everything will become. Especially when you look at Tarkov. Things like DayZ and stuff like that, where it's skill-based based off of you, as opposed to, your character, you know, again, AimLab is an amazing tool that you can use to help improve your aim. You don't need, you know, that little cheat that's going to help you lock on to the target, you know, snap right to the target. You know, you don't need ESP to see where everybody is at any given point. You don't need all that shit. You don't. Because chances are, you know, there's people out there. I've seen this video a couple times, and I apologize because I can't remember who it is, but there is a programmer out there that specifically makes hacks that disable certain things in games. And I think that BSG should hire him to make a couple different variants so that it would be a deterrent for cheaters, hackers in the future. You know, because most of us that are trying to play the game the honest way, it ruins the experience. You know, I'm sure there's some people out there that literally hunt down cheaters and hackers. I'm sure of it, and specifically try to ruin their experience. Like, oh, look what I just fucking sniped you from 300 meters, and yeah, I know you knew where I was because you were shooting at me. But yeah, I bested you. I outplayed you. You know, I always thought those the unsung heroes, as it were, but. Ultimately, like, you know, something definitely has to be done. I personally haven't come across anybody cheating in Tarkov in about a year or so now. I know that they're becoming, it comes in waves, you know, like there's a high fluctuation and then a low fluctuation, and people get bored and they're like, ah, let's move on to something else, you know. But again, like having to buy any form of hacks or cheats for a game automatically puts you at the lowest level. You may get a lot of kills, you may get, you know, a lot of different things from that, but the fact of the matter is that you are the lowest form of gamer. You are ultimately the largest loser out there. I know a lot of people knock on gamers and so on, but you know what? When it comes to gamers, the cheaters and the hackers, man, they are the lowest form of gamer out there. Well, far below mobile gaming. I'm just kidding. Mobile gaming is fun at times, but seriously, like something has to be done about this whole, you know, hacker situation thing, the cheaters and hackers, because it does ruin the experience for a lot of different people out there. You know, like I said, it's been well over a year since I've encountered one, you know, and it was mainly just, you know, that there was no way in hell behind a wall he knew I was there when I was creeping silently, you know, just no way.